Welcome to Bible Stories with Activities. Today's Gospel reading for the 31st Sunday of Ordinary Time comes from the Gospel according to Mark.
One of the scribes came to Jesus and asked him, "Which is the first of all the commandments?" Jesus replied, "The first is this, Hear, O Israel, the Lord our God is Lord alone. You shall love the Lord your God with all your heart, with all your soul, with all your mind, and with all your strength. The second is this, you shall love your neighbor as yourself. There is no other commandment greater than these." The scribe said to him, "Well said, teacher. You are right in saying, He is one, and there is no other than He, and to love Him with all your heart, with all your understanding, with all your strength, and to love your neighbor as yourself is worth more than all burnt offerings and sacrifices." And when Jesus saw that he answered with understanding, he said to him, "You are not far from the kingdom of God." And no one dared to ask him any more questions.
In today's Gospel reading, we hear a scribe asking Jesus, what is the greatest commandment? And Jesus replies, to love the Lord your God with all your heart, and that the second greatest commandment is to love your neighbor as yourself. So as we get ready to celebrate All Saints' Day tomorrow, I want us to think about how we can look to the saints for inspiration to just through their lives, because they loved God with all their hearts, and they also loved their neighbors as themselves. So I want us to look to the saints and be inspired by their lives to see how we can open up our hearts and love the Lord our God with all our hearts, and how we can love our neighbors as ourselves. And our neighbors are everyone, not just the people next door, but those who are homeless, those who are hungry, those who are different from us. So how can we love them like ourselves?
Instead of our typical crafts, today we will be doing a cooking activity. We will be making soul cakes, a traditional treat passed out on All Saints' Day in Europe. The recipe is attached to the video, and it comes from the website Catholic Cuisine. I like to cut my recipe in half, so my ingredients represent the recipe being cut in half. It makes 15 soul cakes. Once you have your ingredients, let's get cooking. First, you want to mix your flour and butter into a large bowl, and using a pastry blender, you want to blend it together until you get a crumb-like consistency. Next, add your spices to your flour and butter mixture and blend them together. Get a separate bowl for your liquids and pour your egg in the bowl and whisk it, and then you're going to add your apple cider vinegar, your milk, and then you're going to add your sugar as well and whisk it all together. Next, pour your liquids into your dry ingredients and stir it a little bit, and then knead it with your hands. It's a very sticky dough, so after you knead it, you'll want to put it in the refrigerator for a little bit before you roll it. Roll your dough out on a floured surface, and then using a circular biscuit cutter or a glass, cut out your soul cakes and place them on a cookie sheet that's lined with parchment paper. After baking your soul cakes, let them cool and then sprinkle them with powdered sugar and enjoy.
All right, now you have your tasty soul cakes made, so you can enjoy them on All Saints' Day. And just remember to love the Lord our God with all your heart, and share your soul cakes with your neighbors, and remember to love your neighbors as you love yourself. Thank you so much for joining me, and I hope you and your family have a truly blessed week.